So this is somewhat of a new and interesting fish in the aquarium hobby called the Kirin Parrot. I've named this guy Greedo because he reminded me of the Star Wars character from the original Star Wars, Episode 4. So a Kirin Parrot is a cross between a flowerhorn and a blood parrot. So it's got the distinguished shape of a blood parrot, but it's got the colors that you see on a flowerhorn. It's got the blues and the greens and some of the reds and blacks that you normally see on them. So these videos are shot mostly from the first week when Greedo was getting used to this new aquarium and also getting familiar with his new tank mates. In the beginning, Greedo was kind of like the ugly duckling of the tank. As you can see right there, my three blood parrots are kind of hanging out together, and Greedo was kind of just always off to the side by himself. It took him a bit to get comfortable in here. He was pretty shy. He was mostly on the left side behind that cave. And then you see my blood parrots here. They're a little bit more like a family. And you see Greedo's just kind of hanging out, hovering over there by himself by the plants. Interesting that his eyes look like they have red on the perimeter there. That's gone away for some reason. I don't know if it's something like a fish showing its colors or what, but his eyes are more black and like a little different shade of black on the outside. So I don't know if the red's gonna come back or not. I'm not really sure about that. One thing about his swimming, he likes to swim upward. He likes to do this like vertical type swim, as you see right here, right in front of the air stones like that. He doesn't swim quite as well as the other blood parrots. He kind of seems to have a little bit of a balancing problem. He swims fast very well, but when he wants to just kind of hover and go slow, he seems to be a little bit off balance. Now Greedo's checking out the surface there, and watch what happens here. Flamethrower is going to shoot up there really quick just to see if there's any food on the top. Blood parrots tend to do that. When they see one investigating a spot, they all go check the area because they know they're all interested in the same things. So here's chow time, and you can see my three original blood parrots. That's Fireball, the largest. The middle-sized one is Flamethrower, and there's Dynamite. Now they're taking full advantage. They know exactly what's going on at chow time. They're all getting stuff at the very top before anyone else can. And then we got my Tanganykan down there at the Tredo Tanganykan, along with the black convict and the roseline sharks, and my green terror kind of getting stuff toward the bottom. Greedo's not really familiar with how things go yet in this tank, so he's waiting until stuff gets to the bottom. Some fish just don't like going to the top. Like that Tredo's been in here a long time, but he likes to be on the bottom. He just doesn't like to go anywhere near the surface. I guess he doesn't feel safe, but you know, Fireball, he's getting as much as he can in his belly, as always, you know. Top, bottom, middle, wherever. He's taking advantage. Tell you, it's pretty hard to just not focus on Fireball. You know, he's an amazing fish. Whenever I'm making a video, the camera just wants to lean toward him, it seems like. But this video is about Greedo. He's there in the back again. Like I said, he hangs out behind the caves there. Now, in recent days, he has, because I've had him for about 2 months now, he has gotten more social. He kind of comes near the blood parrots a bit more. He does come to the middle and sometimes near the top during feeding time, but he's still not really in Fireball's circle of trust there, where those three blood parrots, you know, they're not a schooling fish that swim in formation, but they definitely socialize and hang out together. And Greedo there, he's a bit of a bully toward the black convict and the green terror. He definitely chases them, and it seems as if he's gonna take a pretty good bite out of their fins if they don't get out of the way. But he never messes with the blood parrots. In fact, I think he's a little afraid of them because there's three of them, and they are, with the exception of Dynamite, they are larger than him. And I think he's trying to kind of learn from Fireball. You know, he came here from a 29-gallon tank, in the store, and there was just a couple Kirin Parrots in there, so this was definitely new and kind of intimidating for him. But I definitely have observed that he kind of picks things up from the others. And there he is, just kind of hanging out by the air stone. Got a side view here of the aquarium. Now this is interesting. Fireball is by his house right there, the pyramid, and he sees Greedo in there, gives him a little shove and says, "Get out of there," because that's Fireball's home. He doesn't like it when anyone's in there. That was actually a pretty docile reaction. Sometimes he's a little more aggressive there. And I put a second pyramid in there as well, just so there's a little more, popular spots, and they're not going to ever fight over the same pyramid or cave or whatever, because Fireball might, he might bully too much if people try to hang out with his cave. And I dremeled holes very similar in that pyramid, because they come solid. But what's the point of putting a solid object in the tank? It just takes up space. It's better to have a door and a window. So the blood parrots there, kind of in their circle of trust again. There's Flamethrower heading over to the left, and where's Greedo? Right there, kind of hanging out in the back left side near that corner again. That's definitely where he feels most safe, most comfortable. Could be one of those species that get really popular in the hobby. We'll see if it catches on. So normally when I release a video like this, I end up leaving a lot of good shots on the cutting room floor. So I'm going to release a second video along with this. It's going to be called Introducing a Kirin Parrot, Peace and Quiet, No Dialogue. So if you want to see some more of Greedo on this tank, you can load that video up. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. And as always, thanks for watching.